Hi, this is Carl Palachuk, and this is another SOP video for managed service providers. Today I want to talk about building the standard operating procedures for your business without paying attention to the exceptions to the rule. Very often I give people really great advice, like you should go home at 6 o'clock. And then they say, well, I can't always do that because sometimes this and sometimes that. And I think, okay, you can't always do it, but 99% of the time you can, and that should be your standard procedure. Or they'll say, I have to answer the phone, because I encourage people to stop answering your phone. If you're not in sales and you're not going to take a call from just anybody, don't answer your phone. Let people call you back. And people will say, but what if it's an emergency? Okay, go look at your call log. Go look at every single call that you've had for the last month. How many of them were emergencies? How many of them required you to pick it up on the first ring? Probably none. And if there's any of them that are emergencies, it's probably a spouse or a child, and it's probably not business. So have a rule that says you can answer the call from your spouse or your child, but everybody else, call them back. Don't make a standard operating procedure based on the exception to the rule. And I say, turn your phone off at night. You don't have to talk to clients at night. And people say, what happens if the server goes down? Sorry. If having the servers go down is a regular thing in your business, you probably need to go find a different job. In the 21st century, we can easily build servers that don't go down. The hardware is rock solid, the operating systems are rock solid. If you keep it patched and fixed and updated with a good RMM tool, nothing's going to break. So don't argue from the exception to the rule. Look at the big picture. Look at where 99 or even 99.99% of your activity takes place. Build rules based on that. Don't build rules based on the exception. Here's the thing you have to remember about standard operating procedures. If you're really, really, really good and you work on it for years and years and years, you might document 90% of what you do. There's always going to be 10% that it's in this box of other stuff. Stuff that changes all the time and that we can't predict. That's cool. If you get to 90%, you'll be doing an amazing job. And if you get to 90%, not one thing in that processes or that bunch of processes and procedures will be an exception to the rule. In fact, it will be what happens 90% of the time in your business. So stop having this negative talk in your head that you have to worry about servers going down in the middle of the night and you have to worry about clients having crises and you have to do all these things that don't make you money. Focus on the things that do make you money. Focus on the 90% and stop making standard procedures based on exceptions to the rule. For Small Biz Thoughts, this is Carl Palachuk, wishing you the best of luck in your managed service business. If you like this video, click like. Don't forget to share on social media and absolutely subscribe to the channel.